we have one property where we just found out that the people were in personal bankruptcy, Chapter 13. And for them to sell the house, they have to go through a lawyer and a trustee at the bank. So it's going to take a little longer, and I had to just put together a whole, presentation with the repair estimator and the market value and everything else. So it was a good experience because we had to adjust things to show what it costs on a retail level rather than what we get at a wholesale level. So it was very interesting. We had to put the right wording in there because what we're asking, what we're offering for the house is not market value. And so it's like a three-way thing. It's me, it's actually four people: me, the sales agent at the assisted living, the lawyer, and then it's the veterans benefit advisor. Then all four of us are working together to get this house sold so that, we can get these people moved.
Gotcha. But everything's going smooth with it, getting it done.
Yeah, we started our Dope 360. We started a new probate campaign, and we when does that kick off, Chris?
In about 5 to 10 minutes.
Hey, there
Your
you
first
go.
batch is dumping in.
Yep.
About 5 to 10.
Cool.
Did you get my emails?
Huh?
Did you get my emails? The attachments?
I did, thank you. You the
Awesome.
man.
Trojan horse.
I like the title.
I thought it'd make you laugh.
I wanted to get my hands on those, and I appreciate you helping.
I figured they were yours anyway.
Uh-huh. Yeah, basically. All right, well, let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling here. Anybody else got anything fun going on? Since there's only 3 of you with cameras on, I'm going to speak to you 3. Bob, your photo doesn't count, even though that's probably the nicest I've seen you look. You're muted.
Sorry, on the job site right
Go
now.
back to the other picture.
Yeah. Oh man, the ugliness is blinding. There we go.
Hey,
Who's that handsome devil?
Well, I'm only going to be on for a few minutes. We're heading out to go look at a property here at the owner's convenience. So I just wanted to join for as long as I can. It's probably only going to be about 15 more minutes or so.
Got anything going on? Anything you need help with? I don't have anything to teach, I'll be honest.
No, not at this moment. We're just going to go out and look. It was a nice response to a first touch on a direct mail campaign, which is always nice. So he called us, and he gets off work at 5. So we're going to go visit him at when he's off. So it's a probate campaign, and we'll see what it comes to. It looks like it's a pretty nice house in a pretty nice neighborhood. We'll see what kind of condition it is on the inside.
Doesn't sound interesting yet. You said pretty nice house in a pretty nice neighborhood. I would have perked up if you said it was a really ugly house in a really nice neighborhood.
Well, it's a probate campaign, so hopefully, hopefully there's some room on it, and he doesn't, he's not going to want to hold on to it. But we look at our share of. We went and looked at a house one time where it was pier and beam, and you could literally look through the floor and see the dirt underneath. And it was in a good neighborhood that's really undergoing gentrification. A lot of brand new places going up. And this guy wanted market value for the house as if it was brand new. And frankly, we said, well, you know what? I can offer you the value of the land, but even then I'm going to lose out because it's going to cost me $20,000 just to come knock that down. And he was intent that he wanted the $125,000 more than we were willing to offer, so we didn't pass. But we go out and we see those things, and you never know.
Yeah. Cool. Well, does anybody have anything that they would like to ask?
That sounds almost like the story I had Sunday. I went and looked at a property, did an eval, and it was a 3-1 here in Florida with on a slab. upgraded a couple things, but the kitchen was from like, I'll just say late 70s, the bathrooms.
Those nice Brady Bunch kitchens.
Yeah, and it was like the thin doors on the cabinets and everything. But it had a newer roof, upgraded panel, and a couple other things that were newer. But he's trying to get 300 for a 3.1, and everything that I tried, even including the bathroom, making it a 3.2, I couldn't get above 200 for an offer. And he was like, "Yep, nope, not doing it." I'm like, "Okay, keep me posted. Let me know if you don't get anybody to bite." But that sucked. That was my Sunday.
Gotcha. Chris, Sal, you guys got anything?
I mean, yes. But Dad, you wanna share it?
Which one? You got
Yeah,
three.
no, there's 3 different ones going on. The one he was telling you about, this other one that I met a pool guy today to get a quote on redoing a pool or filling it. It's in a nice neighborhood, not nice neighborhood. It's in an older neighborhood. But we're trying to decide if it's worth imploding or just redoing the pool, because the pools around here are going up quite a lot.
Okay, that would be more of a question for tomorrow with Investor Harvest.
Yeah,
Is it a drop-in or plaster or vinyl?
not sure yet. We're just looking at. I told him quote me for everything. Quote me for literally from the pearly gates down to dirt studs, as much as you can.
Well, what I mean by that is the actual like base of the pool a plaster pool, or is it like aluminum walls with the vinyl, or is it a drop?
I'm going to cut you off. Today's call's REI Toolbox. It's about marketing, not about real estate transactions. That's Investor Harvest.
Okay, I got a question. Chris and I are running into with our phone calls, and Chris came up, we realized that we're missing a lot of phone calls because we think they're spam, even though they're coming through the Houston, our marketing through Real Flow. And not Real Flow, I'm sorry, Lead Vault.
I'll edit that out of the recording.
Yeah, please. Yeah, that's dead to me. But Chris, we're trying to figure out how do we capture those, because we're having a hard time getting the messages back. This all came out from a week ago where we had someone who tried to call us 4 times on a probate house. We didn't get the call, or we didn't pick it up for some reason. And finally she got me live, and she Karen'd me like there was no tomorrow. So, and I apologized up and down, but she says, "Oh, I don't think I can trust you guys." I said, "Okay, bye." And I left it. But we don't want that to happen again. And I think, Sean, you showed us in some of the statistics that since January, we didn't answer like 80 calls or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. It really was a lot. So we want to try to avoid that. So Chris, what were you thinking about doing?
I was just resetting up the campaign that Sean, a similar campaign to how Sean had it before with the missed call. Remember, we went back and it was kind of messed up, but I put a bunch of alerts to go out to us. That I don't really know what your question is, Dad. I'm a little confused what you're asking.
He's
Tell them
asking
what we
about
did.
this.
And maybe we can get some help with you were talking about trying to capture those people that we missed the call, make sure that they're getting a response, and then somehow we can get that so that we can go after them.
Notification, Chris, is what he's asking or talking about.
Internal notifications, yeah, those are fired up. Those are going. I have it from 5 minutes away because it says, "Hey, if you missed a call," and then 5 minutes later, it's time to call them, and then another for 2 hours. That's straightforward.
A 2-hour reminder to see if you followed up with them.
Yeah, be like, "Hey, it's Pat. It's a bit notified to both of our phones. Hey, it's been over 2 hours. Have you called them?" Just as a internal.
Got it. I don't think anybody else on here is a Lead Vault user, so I'm not gonna. Well, Terry is. So I don't want to waste too much time talking about an internal notification. Okay, anything else from anybody? These calls are for you guys. I say this every week. They're for you. They're not for me. I know how to market.
I know you have your lead vault stuff. Is there a service out there that has a way of sorting a phone number so that it's separate without a fee, like one of those fee-free numbers or something? Or is
What do you
everything?
mean by what do you mean by sorting a phone number?
So in lieu of using like the actual business number, so you can set it up for a specific area.
Talking about having like a dedicated phone number for a
Yeah,
specific
dedicated phone number
marketing
for-
campaign or a dedicated area.
Yeah, dedicated area.
I mean, it comes down to the no phone system is going to be free.
Shit. Unless it's like a Google Voice or something, right?
Even that's not free. It's 15 or 20 bucks a month.
If it's attached to a business.
Mhm.
Okay.
They used to be free, and then Google went away from that and started charging a monthly fee to have Google Voice numbers.
I must have been under the radar then.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Again, with Lead Vault, your phone number is like $1 a month. You can have as many phone numbers as you want. I'm actually building a campaign right now for one of our PPC clients, spun up a whole other number just to put on this one campaign so that we can literally track that campaign very, very micro level. That phone number will still forward to wherever he wants to answer his phone calls at, right? It's literally a tracking number is all it is. Anybody else? Anything? Okay. Well, if y'all don't have questions, I don't know what you need help with, therefore I can't teach anything. So if nobody's got anything, we can end it and get back to work.
Good to me.
Kurt, hope the home viewing goes well. Cross my fingers that you lock one up.
We'll see.
I love to hear that it came off of a marketing campaign, though, that they reached out and called.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Sounded good on the phone, but you never know until you get there and meet them in person.
Cool, cool. All right, gang. Well, with that being said, I guess I will talk to you guys. Real quick, my Investor Harvest members. If you weren't aware of this, let me put this in the chat for you first. In case you guys missed last week's Investor Harvest call, the next in-person event is up and live. You can start getting yourself registered, so you can start getting yourself planned for it. It's going to be July 24th, 25th, 26th. Depending on if you take the VIP option or not, it might be all day on the 24th. If not, it's going to be the second half of the day on Monday, the 24th through the 26th. It's going to be out here in Los Angeles at the REI Toolbox headquarters office. It is limited to 24 seats because they put a new conference table in there, and I now have 24 seats to put people at. So that's what we're limiting it to, because that's how many butts can fit in chairs. We've already got a handful of people that have already registered for it. So if you're looking to come out here in July and it's be out here, Jake's going to be here, Marie's going to be here, I'm going to be here. I don't think Roger's making it in for this one. He's got some other stuff going, but Jake, Marie, myself, we're going to be going 3 days, super granular. Part of the VIP option is Monday. The first half of the day is going to be a very in-depth mastermind. We're actually going to limit the VIPs to only about 8 or 10 registrants, so that we can have enough time in the 4 hours to get really deep and granular into some stuff. Members that are coming to the mastermind, we're going to send you guys some information that you're going to want to bring with you, so that you have stuff on you to talk about what we're going to be talking about. This one is open to non-members. We're about to start putting some stuff out there to non-investor harvest members. It's a separate price for non-investor harvest members. You guys as members get the cheaper price. But I say that because the 24 seats will fill up. We're holding off putting it out to non-members until you guys had enough chances to kind of get yourself registered. But once we get, probably in the next week or two, Jake's already got a couple people that are waiting to come, and Marie and I are going to be pushing that out to our audiences. And we've got a pretty big thing happening here in LA a couple weeks prior to it. So a lot of real estate people that are going to have their eyes on this. So if you want to get it, there's the link in the chat. Get yourself registered, and then you can start planning everything. Once you register, you'll get an email with all the information. There's 2 major hotels within walking distance of the office. One's right across the street, a parking lot. The other one's about a half a mile down the street. There's food options all over the place around here. And it's a pretty easy area to get to from the airport via a quick Lyft or Uber from LAX. Sound good? If anybody has questions about the event, don't hesitate to reach out to us, ping us in Discord or whatever the case. And then my Investor Harvest members, we will see you guys tomorrow. I forget what's on the schedule tomorrow. I think myself or Jake is teaching something, I believe. I'll look at that tomorrow morning. But I will see you guys. Those that'll be there tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.